David's Peak. I sincerely hope that I am never found, because that would mean that someone else has been forsaken. Dear God, misery. Oh my God, I can't believe it. As far as I've come, and yet it doesn't matter. This maniacal mountain has damned us all. I remember the gale that swept us off our feet. Such an evil wind that pushed Michael over the ledge to his death. We couldn't even bring him along. We could not do so much as give him a burial. We tried. God knows I tried, but the rocks fell like rain. They only served to bury Johnny and Tom along with our horses. It was just the three of us by then. Ted, Ben, and myself. We kept each other close, but nothing could keep the hunger at bay. We went out looking. We did our best, but we should have known. From the start, we knew something was wrong. However, we did not know what exactly. Of course we didn't know, but it was as obvious as the tall pines that loomed over us. There was nothing. The first thing we saw was the path, a plain as day cobblestone path that stretched into the trees. It should have been a safe passage, but it doesn't matter now. Looking around at the trees and the shadows, it's even more obvious now. There's nothing. Not a single sign of life. Not a sound in the air. Not a single thing. Along the way, we only ever saw old shoes and coats that had turned into rags. I thought the river was our best shot at something. Anything. We shivered as we stumbled near it. The water was rushing by rapidly. I tried to drink, but it was too cold to hold. It was so cold. 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 Thank you, Ted. Thank you. Thank you. He saved my life. As I felt a harsh push and tumbled into the river, Teddy grabbed my arm and pulled me back. Unfortunately, it was at the cost of his balance, and neither Ben nor I could do anything about it. The sorrow I feel for him, the sorrow I feel for all of them. Ben, my friend. It's just not fair. It's not fair. He gave me his coat to keep me warm, and we slept under a tree, far from any cliffs and rivers. And yet, it didn't matter. It's just not fair. He was dead. Just like that, he was dead. I woke at dawn and saw his pale skin, and I shook him and I yelled, but no one heard a thing. I did my best to cover him with foliage. I walked away and stood at another ledge. Far below me was a mess of jagged rocks and the raging river. I waited and looked into the horizon. A valley stood before me. I saw the mountains that surrounded it, but more than that, I saw the lights. lights that shined so far away in the valley below. I didn't move from that spot for a while. I just wanted it to end. To be pushed away by the winds, or beaten by the rocks, and carried away by the river. At least I could join my friends. But this mountain is cruel. And so the wind never came. I didn't have the nerve to do it myself, and I didn't want to give in just yet. I walked away. And now I'm sitting on the cobblestone. I still have Ben's coat. Even now my friends are helping me. Maybe I'll make it to the lights. But right now, I'm lying down. And I'll sleep on the back of a killer. Salutations, dark passengers, and thank you for taking the time to listen to this story. This time I wanted to try something a little different, something a little more impulsive, unguided, and somewhat raw. This story was written by a friend who goes by the Reddit username Quality is High. Thank you for sharing your story with the channel. Please look up his work at the link in the video's description. By the way, I am hoping to put a few of these quicker to produce stories in between the more production heavy ones each month. If you like this idea, or if you have any other feedback that you think would help me improve this content, I would love to hear from you in the comments below. I hope you are all well, and I look forward to seeing you at the next experiment.